Hey Jake, how we doing today? It's Devontae over here from Veteran Home Realty. I was just specifically making this video for you, and you kind of helped me create an idea for a lot of sellers that I'm dealing with now. That I want to make it more of a personalized relationship. So I'm actually going the extra mile to show you why I have offered what I've offered and how I came up with the terms for monthly rent and down payment. So, I don't want to be just another guy that's, sending contracts and closing, hopefully that, by me going this extra mile, you can understand that I'm actually a very serious business person and that I do value all of my clients, buyers and sellers. So go through this agreement with you and let you know how I came across some of the resources that I use. Right here, we have the option to purchase real property agreement, and we have today's date, the 29th. This option agreement is entered in between parties, sellers, and buyers. Below, in consideration of and subject to the following terms and conditions. Parties that would be me, Devontae Merkey, at Veteran Home Realty, and or assigns as buyer. So and or assigns pretty much means that I get certain terms from you, and then I assign it to another buyer. Like we discussed on the phone, if I find that I can give you $10,000 in a down payment, and I'm able to find somebody that can pay 12 to 15, then I strive to give you your down payment of $10,000, and I would take the 25 to 5,000 for a fee for the company. So your name would go right here as seller, your property address, and the offer. Buyer has option to buy property at 219,000. Now, I know that you mentioned that that the property will appraise 7 to 9% every year. So we can go ahead and just agree on a certain price. And if we need to renegotiate, we can always renegotiate. Like I said, this is just to get the ball rolling, and you'll see further down the road of how we can even just sweeten the deal up here. So period for 30 days. I'm asking you just go ahead and give me 30 days to find a qualified buyer. So down payment, I believe that right around 5% down, I can go ahead and find you a real serious buyer for $10,000, non-refundable, and you can get that any which way you'd want to receive that. And the monthly rent, 1670. And I will actually show you how I came across that number. I'm not for sure if you have a mortgage, if you'd like to disclose that information, and you might need more, or you might need more to cover the mortgage. And just we can go further into detail. I'll let you know how I came across this number. Matter of fact, just so I don't get too far off track, I'll just show you how I came across that number right now. So I use a company called Rentometer, and Wall Street Journal uses it, CNN Money uses it, Fox Business uses it. So this pretty much takes the rental amount in any given area, and within a mile radius, it will pretty much give me what the average bedroom. So your house is 3 bedrooms. It will give me the average bedroom amount, and it will calculate within a mile radius of what the rents are going for in that area. So this median, it says based on 14 3-bedroom rentals within a mile radius, the median price is 1670. So that's how I came up with that number. And of course, if that number is good for you. If we needed to renegotiate for higher, we can definitely come to terms. Like I said, this is nothing set in stone. This is just to kind of get the ball rolling. When you say make an offer, this is typically what I go to make an offer. I've been using this website for quite a while. So a lot of my mentors and professional people I work with use this website as well. So provisions: seller understands that buyer's intention is to find an end buyer and assign this option agreement to that buyer for a fee. Seller understands that buyer is acting as a principal in this transaction and is not working as a licensed real estate broker representing anyone in the transaction. Upon buyer's decision to exercise this option, both parties agree to move forward with the necessary standard and purchase and sales agreement. Seller may cancel this agreement at any time if they find their own buyer with an executed contract before the option is exercised. Seller agrees to allow buyer to put a sign in the yard advertising the property for sale. If buyer does not acquire an end buyer to assign this deal within 30 days of acceptance of this option agreement, this agreement becomes null and void. All parties agree that property is being sold in as is condition unless noted otherwise. So it's not going to need any property appraisals or anything like that. Terms: seller will entertain up to 2 years on lease purchase. Buyer handles maintenance and repairs, provides non-refundable down payment, must at full ability obtain financing at the end of the term set forth. So like again, difference in between a lease purchase and a lease option: people can provide an option and back out of the agreement. With a lease purchase, we have it structured, and this will be even more concrete once the attorney facilitates it, that with a lease purchase, the buyer has to buy the property. There's no way around it. The way that we screen the buyer, make sure that they are completing all of their necessary requirements to go ahead and clean up their credit or any affairs that is kind of lingering in the wind that they must take care of before they go for financing. But yes, a buyer must obtain financing. And a little side note, I wanted to go ahead and just show you this right here. And this is the offer calculator. And this is how we're able to pay more than a retail price for your house. You see at $1,670, this would be the numbers after a year. So, essentially, with the $10,000 given, so you would just add this to the $10,000 that you're already given for the down payment, and after a year, $1,670. This is what you'd be cash flowing. Again, I don't know if you have a mortgage. I don't know if you're free and clear, but these are just the numbers right here. The more years that you go into, obviously, we're able to renegotiate if you want to hold the note for longer and you want to increase the interest rate. If you want to increase the interest rate, you can do that, for as many years as you like. You could even say for every year I hold it or every couple years I hold it, it's going up by 0.2% interest, if you'd like. But the best thing about this, Jake, especially with the lease purchases, is that, you're finding some guy, right here that is, making quite a bit of money. And he's making quite a bit of money. And, he's handling all maintenance and repairs. He's providing a non-refundable down payment, so he has something to lose. And, he must obtain financing at the end of terms. So right here is 30 years. So that would be like a complete owner finance deal. You could leave the guy on the property, and he's pretty much just sitting there paying you rent. And the best thing about that is that, he's handling all maintenance and repairs. So he's not going to call you. He's not going to call you for anything, so could you imagine just sitting back and just collecting a check, just collecting a check for staying somebody just essentially just sitting in your house and fixing it up as it gets older. I know that you mentioned that you didn't want to sell all of your real estate. Well, why not just essentially just hold on to this property? You can do that, and at the end of 30 years, making this or more, depending on how we structure the deal. So yeah, right here, we actually have, the seller signature, and then my signature would go right here. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to you right now so you can review this, and I will actually send you another video if you need to renegotiate or anything like that. Feel free to give me a call or contact me. I'm available 24/7. So looks like we can put the deal together, and when you sign the agreement, and getting you a solid buyer, and getting this wrapped up for you. So I definitely appreciate your time, Jake. We'll be in touch. Thank you very much.